Yeah, recording in progress. I fucked up already. God damn, it's only milliseconds into the show, but that's what you get when you have to wait on DJ and it's 11:42 p.m. to record a fucking episode. uh yeah, shame on DJ being a responsible parent, which is going to be a very fucking important topic later on today. Oh shit. How's it going, man? Guys, I got the camera fixed. For some reason, this Best Western out in bumfuck Texas has better Wi-Fi than a goddamn home two suites in Dallas. So, D, how's it going on with you?
Where are you in Texas?
I'm not saying that shit. I'm not doxing myself. Not yet. I just found out I'm about to be here for another 3 fucking weeks straight. So I ain't visiting Houston anytime soon. The good thing is that
Yeah.
yeah, but that's personal life. We ain't telling y'all the motherfuckers that. But I got the camera for you guys so you could see us now. All right. DJ, welcome back. DJ.
Episode 2, right?
Uh, actually, motherfucker, the South Sibs just still keeps running. We're still just going. I've labeled it as season two because it's a big ass break, but we're on season two, episode two. Fuck it. So we're gonna talk about pro wrestling, and then we're gonna talk about MMA, and then we're gonna talk about the worst merger of both of them.
Hmm.
Um, from the MMA aspect, I'm gonna look at my notes to see what I had put, what I wanted to talk about in regards to pro wrestling. But from the MMA aspect, so we recently watched the last Dricus Duplessis fight, both of us, and I
Total
kind of
domination.
total domination. Which, when we say that, for those of y'all who are not UFC fans or didn't watch the fight, you're probably thinking, "Oh man, this guy probably like ground and pounded and beat the shit out of this guy endlessly." Quick fight. That's not what the fuck we got. That's not what the fuck we got at all.
And
D,
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that, but I'm wondering if you're okay with that because of the same reason why I'm okay with that. Because I watch MMA like a fucking secret agent, almost like a goddamn Russian spy in thriller movies. All right. I am watching this shit with ill intent because when shoot wrestling happens and people realize how fucking boring legit wrestling is, it makes people appreciate pro wrestling a little bit more. So I'm watching this shit as a double agent. So 25 minutes of just pancaking a motherfucker and just smothering them like goddamn gravy on biscuits, to everybody else. Because mind you guys, when I played this fight, I'm in a position in my job where I'm bouncing around city to city. I visited Houston because it was my cousin's birthday, and I was able to get the fight shown on the TV because I legally purchased it under no questionable, suspicious means. And yeah, all my family, a whole damn generation of Mexicans, watching this fight and just saying, "Wow, this is boring as shit."
I mean, I've I've always been a fan of like styles, the whole styles make fight. Look, back in the day, if you fought a wrestler, like, hey bro, you better learn how to fight off your back, or you better learn how to stuff them takedowns. Cause wrestlers just, I mean, let's be real, bro. Like people say, yes, I get it. Like in a fight, like in a straight up fight, like they're not gonna win, of course. Well, depends on their skills, but most of the time they're not gonna win. So like can't really say that what's the guy's name again? Chimaev?
I believe so. Let me actually
Yeah.
bust open that Google because I don't want to
You can't
do anybody
you,
dirty.
you can't really say that like Chimaev was a better fighter than Dracus Duplessis, but I mean he's a better wrestler, and that's what he used to win. Like,
Kazmat
yeah,
Chimaev. I'm sorry for putting disrespect on
yeah.
that dude's name. It's just we have a new breed of UFC champions, especially these grapplers, where they have names that sound like when they were
A lot
born
of
in mud.
Russians, bro. Them Russians out there
Yeah,
know how to wrestle. Jesus. And
perfect.
like
Hey, bro, these Russians. Hey, bro, the graps are grappling, bro. Like,
like
plus
that's why it wasn't boring to me. Like the fight wasn't
to me, it
boring to
wasn't
me
boring.
because
Boring. me
I'm
that's been
sitting.
drinking, it was boring to them.
I'm no, like I was sitting there like, damn, he is like he's doing what he needs to do. He's out wrestling DDP. He did exactly what he needed to do to win. And I mean I get why the crowd was booing because they want to see, you know, people that buy tickets normally go to these events to see fucking blood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And
so
it's
I
not
get that.
like I don't even see like y'all can't be unsatisfied because look, long time MMA fans like me and D have seen cards where it's all gone to decision and it's fucking sucked ass. You motherfuckers got two back to back knockout spinning elbows,
I
which is
missed them. I
oh
only
I
caught the main
saw
event.
oh dude that sucks man. I saw those and ironically like it was just the worst timing. I was explaining my job to like my uncle and shit, and through the corner of my eye, I saw the first spinning back knockout elbow. I was like, "Oh shit!" And then like this was my cousin's 23rd birthday, and so she bought a water slide, and this is at my grandmother's house, and like our
She bought
younger
a water slide
yeah she rented one of them big ass
for
water
her
slides
for
for her
her
23rd birthday.
23rd.
Yeah, them big ass ones, the inflated ones.
Oh,
Because the
not
goal
like
was
a
everybody was supposed to do it all boozed up. I felt bad because I couldn't get too drunk because I had to get up and drive my ass back to where I was temporarily stationed. I'm not in the fucking army, but I'm just a traveling salesman right now. But anyways, so the second time that spinning back out no elbow happened, one of our cousins like nastily collided with another cousin and like cut the fucking chin badly, and we're talking and I'm trying to get, we're all talking. It was like, oh, you'll be good. You'll be good. I'm trying to like, just be a supportive big cousin. And then through the corner of my eye, I'm just like, you'll be a good cousin. Oh my God, look at that motherfucking spinning back elbow knockout. Holy shit. It was just
yeah.
poor timing.
I'm really mad that I missed it. Both
Oh,
of them.
dude, those are fucking great fights. I saw the whole goddamn card. All right. But yeah, no, I mean, when I watch MMA, the way my dad introduced this shit to me is like, look, he's like, wrestling is a little bit work, but this, they're trying different fighting styles. Because I think at the time I was in Taekwondo, only got as high as yellow belt because my parents were just like, we're not paying for this shit anymore. My dad was like, I'll just take you to some of my combatives in on base and I'll just show you shit. Okay. But anyways, but the way my dad pitched it to me is like, oh, it's a merging of styles. It's people literally trying to find like we've both watched. I'm not gonna act like I know this off the top of my head, motherfucker. We both watched MMA on Point. We saw the videos. The whole thing was brought up with let's find the best fighting style, and as we're seeing, hey, wrestling's taking it over, man. Every time it's had their eras. In the 2000s it was all about that BJJ, and jujitsu's. I'm not saying it's irrelevant, but it's just the grappling's taking over, man. You got these Russian MMA fighters who's like they got last names that sound like when they were born they just threw a fucking keyboard down the stairs and whatever resulted up on screen was the kid's name. And the got motherfuckers just wrestling bears and shit as infants. The fuck we got out here, all right? But yeah, no, I didn't think it was. I didn't think I think where people got their frustrations
Fuck.
from is that there was points where it was just kind of like standstill, even in grappling. And towards the championship rounds, they stood him up. But even then, it doesn't like all those takedowns. Don't get mad at Chimaev for doing that shit. And DJ's gone out the video feed, but it's all right.
No,
Show him
yeah,
off.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, he's still here. But anyways, like I can't blame Chimaev for constantly taking it down. Like Duplessis had damn near little to no fucking defense on stopping the takedowns.
Yeah, I had to do something I didn't want on video.
Hey, pussy, you still there?
You know what's fun? You know what's funny, dude?
Yeah.
This is so funny. Okay, so me and my dad were discussing the John Jones, Tom Aspinall situation. This is like 2 months ago. We are discussing that, and then he brought up the fact that he was like, DC, he's like, oh well, I'm not saying that Jones is scared, but DC fought Jones when DC was in an old age, and this is and that. Hold on, because the conversation took a complete left turn, bro. He's sitting there
If it's gonna go
praising
to his personal
DC.
life, I was about to say you might not want to say that on air.
No, 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 no. He was sitting there. He was sitting there like he was praising DC and everything, and then like out the blue, he was just like, "Yeah, DC's this, DC that." But you know what? John Jones really made him look like a bitch, and I was like, I said, "You were just." I said, "What the fuck? This is gonna." And I let him talk. So he was like, "Hey, you remember? Hey, you still there, pussy?" I was like, and I started laughing. I said, "Dude, you went from praising DC to
Shit on
making
him.
fun of him." He was like, "Yeah." And he's like, he said, "How the fuck do you let somebody just call you a pussy? Then makes you cry twice in the after beating." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." DC for real sat there and was like, "Hey, pussy, you still there?" "Yeah, I'm still here."
Mm-mm. I will refuse to take any fucking DC slander. All right,
Hey,
you
bro.
popped pictograms. All right, fuck all that shit.
Hey,
Look,
it don't
we've
matter.
wasted this argument. There's
Who's
like
in there crying? Who's
we could
crying?
we could
Who's
do a
crying?
supercut at the end of the year of
Who
all the
who's
times me and
crying?
you fucking
Who's
argued about
crying?
this.
Just answer the question. Who's crying? Both times.
All right, who's crying both times? Anybody who's got to pay for night one and night two of WrestleMania front row, because that's
Uh,
topic number two.